Hello, Dragon Day. What makes a Dragon Day? Are we talking about the Spyro thing? Maybe. Hey, Tech. Hey, Blake. Hey, Rainbow. Well, there are a few options for what we will do tonight. My brain is again all over the place. So option one is we copy Ninja Weasel Plays and we play one of the 3 Spyro games that are on this cartridge. I've owned this now for years, and I know I've played it a little bit, but my wife was the reason we got this, because my wife was a PlayStation person, and when she saw this and Crash Bandicoot, she was like, I gotta have those games. And so she bought them, and then she never played them either. So, I don't know. But we could do this, and I haven't really played Spyro other than maybe like the 15 minutes I played at some point. I seem to recall it not really captivating me, like it was overly simplistic, but that's not necessarily the worst thing. Tech is saying Spyro is really good. Maybe. My brain was thinking it was one of those games where you can't die. But, and I'm in a chill mood, so I could play something chill. The other option, and this one's far, far more boring for most people, is definitely not a baby game. Oh, well, that's good to know. Apparently, Apple opened my developer account today at some point, and I don't think they emailed me to tell me. But the point of that is that we could do some Apple dev that I couldn't normally do. Like, I could do push notifications today. And while I do want to do push notifications, I don't need to do that on stream. It seems boring, but I will be doing it. So, option 1, Spyro. Option 2, Apple development. Option 3, run around Satisfactory like we did last night. And see if we get achievements. I'm leaning towards the Spyro. Are we all leaning towards the Spyro? I was pretty certain Spyro was what was going to win. It's not Friday, right? We can't play Nintendo? I suppose we could play Nintendo. I need a controller for this. Oh, it's right in front of me. Gosh. We'll go to that screen, and then we'll stop the music. We'll turn the overlays back on. We'll select Spyro. Hold on a second. Cables have been unplugged, is the problem. It's always something with these games. I can't just click on the download button with my mouse. We're gonna wait just a moment for it to figure out that it has internet. Come on, figure it out. I plugged in the internet cable. There we go. Download. Let's see how long this takes. Let's put the music back on while we wait. Except for I closed it. So I checked all my various projects. It's not going to take 29 minutes, is it? Is it like downloading the whole game? This may have been a bad idea. I mean, I guess we could play it without the download. A lot of the game isn't on the cart. Why wouldn't they put it on the cart? It's a remake, isn't it? Like, why wouldn't they put it all on the cart? Is that really what it is, though? Full game requires download of at least 10 gigabytes to a micro SD card. Wow! It's right here on the box. The full game requires. So wait, when you buy this, you don't get the full game? So if I never connected to the internet, how much would I be able to play? I almost want to like launch the game right now just to find that out. We're not going to wait an hour. I mean, we could do Apple Dev for an hour. We could do Satisfactory for an hour. We could do Subnautica for an hour. Also, why does it always take so long to download from these servers? Like, I kid you not. 10 gigabytes on Steam, I'd be done in 5 minutes. Not even. See more Apple Dev for a little bit. Let's just go poke around in the Apple Dev thing, because this is where I don't know what I don't know kind of thing. And I'm just... Here's the real problem. Showing access to what I've got in front of me might be a problem. Sip the beverage. Okay, so we've got certificates and identifiers. Oh, interesting. It gave me an identifier for all of my apps so far. That's cool. My status for my expires. Look at, just want to make sure there isn't any other information on here I don't want you guys to see. I'll just say it this way. I have a provisioning profile in my account. It expires June 3rd, 2011. What am I drinking tonight? Coke. I'm this close to having a regular supply of Pepsi in my house again. This close. I haven't pulled the trigger yet, because every time I go to the grocery store to pull the trigger on having Pepsi in my life again, I look at the price tag and I'm like, you have to be kidding me. It is the price of soda in my worldview, and I realize here's the funny part. I have no problem buying it for the overpriced amount at a restaurant. But the price of soda at the grocery store has gotten to be insane. In fact, it's almost cheaper. Actually, it probably is cheaper to go to the grocery store and get 2 liters of Coke, you know, drink 1 liter and then bring another one home, than it would be to go to the store and buy it. Time to raise your own Pepsi. I have looked into, on more than one occasion, getting a carbonated canister and syrup from Pepsi. And it is also not as cheap as you'd like it to be. It's cheaper than SodaStream, which is kind of the same thing except for commercialized. But I don't. All of these scenarios are like not worth the money. Is like it's bad for my health and it's not worth the money, is what it all comes down to. You haven't had what does this screen look like? Add apps, bundle ID, SKU, limited app. What is access? You can limit which users can see this app in the App Store Connect. If you select full access, all users will have access to the app. Users with admin, finance, and report roles cannot have their app access limited. Interesting. Which brings me to another question. Does anybody know if there's a Twitch chat for Apple Watch? Did anybody turn an Apple Watch into a beta ban? That's what I want to know. It's not currently possible to view Twitch chat on the Apple Watch because Apple discontinued support for WebSockets. However, there are apps that allow you to chat with Twitch on your phone. Apple Watch discontinued support for WebSockets? Really? I mean, that's what it says. I'm just reading, again, this is an AI machine telling me that it doesn't exist. You can definitely connect to Twitch without WebSockets, right? I suppose you could bring up the web browser. Do. Used to be possible to view Twitch chat on Apple Watch, but then Apple discontinued support for WebSockets. If you're an iOS dev and can bash this out, either via scraping IRC or using Twitch API, there's dozens of people who would buy the app. I think I need to make this app. Wait, did I just see Tech Tangents? Hold on a sec. Nope. My brain thought I saw Text PFP in this little video clip that I was watching. Similar colors, not at all similar icon. But the colors caught my eye. Now I have a project. Could we get Twitch chat onto the Apple Watch? Oh, that could be fun. That means I have to pull out the Mac. I mean, it would be practical. I have no doubt that I could make that practical for myself. Like, if I am live streaming from Disney, the beta ban is a huge improvement over holding my phone. Now, having my phone, taped to my arm would also be a pretty good improvement, but that looks suspicious. Actually, everything I do in Disney looks suspicious. It's kind of the way it works. Let me grab my Apple. This could be something, though, that we could probably build relatively simply. I mean, I don't know that for certain because I haven't done Apple Watch dev. But I just wired everything up for the Switch, and now I gotta switch back to the Mac. We were supposed to be playing Spyro. This is what I get for not preparing in advance. Let me get these cables plugged in. I mean, if there is no WebSockets anymore for the watch, you made a decision to never do night shifts again? Why? Do you like your sleep? That would be my reason. Why did my brain just do that? I just had an idea, another idea. This is the real problem with Apple development for me, is my brain just starts going. It's weird. Do-do-do. For an extra £1, so I'm just going to say $2, and no social life and losing 2 days. Yeah, I can see that being a problem. But if you always work nights, if you always do nights, then you'd be getting an extra £1. You'd never lose. Your social life would shift to a different time schedule. And you'd never technically lose a day unless you went back to days. Speaking of losing, isn't this the weekend we fall back? No, fall forward? No, spring forward. No. Pretty sure it's spring forward. Which means we all lose an hour of sleep. So I just had a thought. I never actually cross-compared the data coming from the Bluetooth to itself. Like, we could have gone through all the colors and then cross-compared the data to see what was different between each option. That would have been a really smart thing to do. It's not what we're doing right now. Where is Xcode? Is Xcode really closed? That never happens. That's not Xcode. That's not Xcode. Let's find Xcode. Do. Man, my brain does not want to switch into this mode now. Xcode. You have no idea when you all do that? Now I don't remember what we're talking about. You have no idea when we do what? What do you, daylight saves. Yeah, I know. You're in the part of the world that doesn't celebrate this archaic holiday. Okay. Let's see. So there's watchOS. watchOS, you will not be able to run your project. So let's hit the get button on that. And now I don't have the network cable installed, and I can't install the network cable because I'm downloading the other thing. So we can't really do that. Let's go back to iOS and let's open up our Hello World project for the moment. At least the Wi-Fi is downloading kind of okay. Do you want to disable the color tint on the screen since everything is yellow on stream? Why is everything yellow? Let's find out. Where's my mouse? I wonder if it's in night vision. I don't even know where that is. System settings. Where is system settings? There it is. Displays. Shut off. Let's see what happens if I shut off True Tone. Well, that's doing something. I wonder if I have... I'll look at my Switch overlay, but I don't think I have any weird filters or color. Yeah, I don't... Oh, wait, I do. Why do I have color correction on the Switch? Let's just shut that off and see what happens. Oh, that didn't quite do what I wanted it to do. Boom. Weird. I mean, that might be a little bit better. There's still a lot of yellow going on. But that's partially, I think, because the background is this... whatever this green is back here. All of this. Okay, let's find a quick tutorial that I can cheat with, because I don't know how to do this. Xcode. How to implement notifications. Was that what I was going to do? I can't do the watch. Making Roblox games isn't easy. It's not horribly bad, but you're not wrong. The thing that discourages me most about making Roblox games is that you can clone anybody else's. Like, I don't want to spend time making a unique game. What happened to game of your choice? You mean like where you pick it in the pretzels? I shut it off. And probably never turned it back on. Okay, I'm glad it looks better. One way or another. To implement... It's funny because I'm looking at 3 different screens and it's a different shade of gray on all 3. Like, all the grays are different shades. Admittedly, the Apple screen looks best. They make good LCDs. I will give them credit. Was there something you wanted me to play, Dark Reaper? Because we were going to play Spyro, but yeah, that's a whole nother thing. To implement notifications in Xcode, navigate to your project settings and go to the Signings and Capabilities tab. Project settings. File. Project settings. None of that looks like what I'm looking for. Let's click here. Oh, I think this is what I was looking for. Boom. Signing, automatically manage signing. Oh, it does it all on its own. And it's figured out my signing certificates. Okay, all of that's good. And add push notifications capability. Anybody see something that looks like... Oh, capabilities right here. Boom. What kind of capabilities can we now have? Hi, LXG Egg. How can I help you tonight? We're waiting for Spyro to install. Although I can't technically see when it's going to be done now, but... And then we're also doing Apple development. I'm making a curry something where it's basically like work at a pizza place, but modernized. It's basically like working at a pizza place, but modernized. You mean in Roblox? Is there something I can do for you, LXG Egg? Just checking in, saying hi. And just to confirm, you read my sign language earlier when I said you're going to pick up E? Is that true? I went E for Eloise. Remember when E used to mean a completely different person's name? Quick hide, the secret stash of snacks. That was the Chick-fil-A I had for dinner. I wasn't supposed to have Chick-fil-A for dinner, but I hid it from LXG Egg, and I got Chick-fil-A for dinner. Okay, what else can we add? Access Wi-Fi. Wait, 5G network slicing. 5G network slicing enables your apps to access dedicated segments of carrier networks to deliver higher levels of performance and quality of service for eligible categories of applications and traffic. Wait, what? 5G network slicing enables your apps to access dedicated segments of carrier networks to deliver... Wait, is this saying that somewhere out there could be a streaming app that has access to better bandwidth while in Disney World? Why is it when I find the first capability, like I start going through the capability menu, that's the first one I find? It sounds cool. I want to have access to special 5G network slicing. Access Wi-Fi information to allow an app to obtain information about the currently... I don't care about that one. No. App Attest allows you to verify that your iOS app connecting to your server is legitimate by signing the app identity upon your connection. App Groups allows access to group containers that are shared among multiple related apps. Good to know. Apple Pay. Allows you to steal people's credit card numbers. Wait, is that what that says? Let's see, what's ClassKit? ClassKit allows an education app to work with the school work app used by educational institutions. Good to know. Apparently I need to find out what the school work app is, because maybe we could put that to use at my schools. What was I trying to do? Family controls. Family controls enables your app for parental controls, granting access to manage settings and devices. Driver kit family. This entitlement enables MIDI driver kit extension to access a user client connection from core MIDI. Curious. Game center. Allows you to make a game. Game controllers. Allows you to use a controller in your app. See, there's all sorts of cool things in here. HomeKit allows you to override all the things controlling your home. No. What is this? Enables an app to exceed the default app memory limit. That sounds fun. Keychain sharing, managed thread network credentials. What's this? Enables an app to interact with local threaded network to access and manage credentials. I don't know why I find this stuff as interesting as I do. Allows an app to support initiating collaboration using messages. Multitasking camera access. Enables multitasking camera, allows your app to continue using the camera when it enters a multitasking mode with other apps like slide over, split view. So you can override the camera basically. NFC tags for simulating weird things. Wallet, weather kit. What was I looking for? Notifications. We scrolled past it. Shallow depth and pressure. Wait, what is this? Provide access to the depth data underwater up to a safe limit. Wait, there's a depth sensor in the iPhone? There's too many fun things. Push notifications. Okay. For the record, that just took us 20 minutes to double click one thing. Push notifications console. Personal information is about to be exposed. Cannot verify your account. I don't know if I want to do this on stream. Let's hit this button. Sign in with passkey. Where'd my phone go? So what else is new with everybody? You guys having a good day? Bad day? No day? For some reason the passkey is being silly. I'm not entirely sold on the passkey technology yet. It seems like a great idea, but then it doesn't always work. We're in Hello World now, right? Yeah, we're in Hello World. Okay, so we go back to the Mac so you guys can see. So this is what it looks like after you sign in. Device notifications sent. None. Push type. Select a push type to see the status of notifications recorded after they were received by APNs. I don't know what that means, but that's okay. Complication, VoIP, alert, file provider, push to talk, location, and live activity. I don't know what any of those things are, but I'm assuming alert and background is probably the one I want. So send. No notifications. Only notifications sent in the last 30 days from this console will be shown. Create new notification. Test payload. Environment development. Send notification to device. Broadcast capability is enable broadcast capability. How do I do that? People can subscribe to receive updates on a channel for live activity. Instead of using a device token to update live activity for an individual person, you can publish a single broadcast request to APNs to reach everyone interested in receiving an update. This capability removes the need to manage device tokens and send updates to each person with a device token. That sounds nice. Broadcast push notification for live activities are effective for updating a multitude of people to let them know that you're live on Twitch. Okay. For example, use broadcast push for flight status updates or sports coverage. Yeah, that makes sense. When live activity updates impact only one person, such for whatever, send push notifications directly to the device token. Broadcast push notifications are only available, blah, blah, blah. Enable broadcast capability. That's done. Certificates, select the topic you want to enable broadcast capabilities. Okay, so I'm going to go back to this screen while I click around in the developer portal because I don't want to accidentally expose myself in some weird way. I have access to another developer ID? I didn't know that. I do now. I think the question is, what can I do with it? dev.apple or developer.apple.com. I don't want documentation. Developer.apple.com. Okay, so I'm reading instructions again. Go to certificates, IDs, and identifiers. Certificates, IDs. Bum, bum, bum. Hey, Cassandra, how's it going? Don't worry, we will get to Spyro here shortly. I'm going to check on it in, well, probably 2 minutes. Maybe 3 more. We'll see. Okay, I can show this on screen. This isn't a problem. So this is what I see. Edit your Apple ID configuration. Have a test. So somewhere in here is notifications, broadcast capability. What's the configure button do? Create an additional certificate for use with this app ID. I'm not ready to do that yet. Okay, so we did those things. Okay, so we did those things. So now if I go back and I go forward, or I reload this page, does it now not have that blued out? I enabled it though. What if we reload it again? I'm doing pretty good, Cassandra. It's been a pretty good day. We're hoping to play a little bit of video games tonight, and we went back to Apple development. I never hit save. That's the problem. So now, if we go back to this and we reload the page, still grayed out. Switch apps and see if that makes a difference. does this say? Broadcast capability is... I already did this. Sun sweeping floors? Sun sweeping floors? What is sun sweeping floors? What are... I don't even know what that is. I still don't have... Channel IDs are unique. You can't reverse this action. Channel IDs are unique every time they're created, and all channels in use. I feel like maybe I had to set something up. Basically wax protectors? Cool. I'm gonna take it that that was a sarcastic statement. I don't want to upload a certificate. I'm just wondering if this is like a time delay thing. That seems to be the theme of tonight. Time delays. It's not gray anymore. Okay, so that's there. So now let's read this note. Do I have to do anything special? I don't want to read all this right now. Enter the base 64 bytes that identify the channel ID. Learn more about creating that. I feel like this is too easy. Like if I just hit play. Build it for the iPhone 16. Play. You have to be careful with it, and you have to go at a slow pace when mopping with it. Is that like what you do to like gym floors or tile floors? That's something that at most of my schools they only do in the summer, that type of thing. So I'm kind of curious what's prompting it now. Is it because spring break's right around the corner? So you get to do it for like the next week? Bum, ba, ba, bum. Okay, so our Hello World app was running. It's right here. I don't know if the simulator can get notifications. Before you can send push notifications to a user's device, you must request their permission. In your app's app delegate, add the following code to request permission when your app launches. Okay. This is on the wrong screen. So we're going to go to the app delegate. Import user notifications. And then we will add at UI application main. Now, I feel like this is redundant. We've already got the app delegate UI responder UI application delegate, so we can add this inside it. Func application. I'm a little worried this already exists, but what did it say? So that's application UI did finish launching with options. Is that one of these? Connecting did finish launching with options. That already exists already too. So we're going to add that into this. Where is the other? Oh, it's all part of that one line. Never mind. UN user notification center dot current dot. We're going to request authorization options dot alert. There's more code here. Comma dot sound comma dot badge bracket parenthesis granted error in. What is it in? If granted. Syntax here is a little weird to me. Dispatch queue dot main dot async UI application dot shared dot register for remote notifications. Else print permission for push notifications denied. Okay, so then to register your app for push notifications, did register for remote notifications. Does that exist in here already? It does not. So application UI application. See, now one of the things I do when I'm learning a tutorial, and I think a lot of people make this mistake when they're learning, they simply copy and paste the example code. And I'm not saying that that's necessarily a bad thing to do, but you definitely pick up on the syntax a lot faster if you type it yourself. It starts to work its way in and you understand what the code you're copying is doing. So then we're going to bring the token in, device token.map. We're going to format this. That's what I was doing with. You're also more prone to making errors, though. So every week we got to do what it's called boost and sunswept to help our floors stay clean and that the wax doesn't get yellow by the time summer comes around. See, now pretty much everywhere where we wax, the wax is worn off by summer. Like, it doesn't make it the whole year. But it's interesting that it's there to prevent it from yellowing. I don't think any of my schools do that. But then again, I don't know that any of them have it turn yellow. It's good to know, though. Okay, so that's gonna print the device token. Handle incoming notifications when your app is in the foreground. Implement that. I don't want to implement all this stuff. Did receive. Kind of want to play around with the watch now, though. Did receive response. UN notification response with completion handle. With completion handler at escaping. Nice if I could type. Go to void. Completion handler with completion handle. Yeah, that looks good. Okay, sending push notifications from a server typically involves using Apple's APNs. That's nice. Here's a simple version of how you might send a push notification using Swift-based Vapor framework as a server. Don't really care about that right now. Okay, this is a simplified example. In a production environment, you need proper error handling and a way to manage multiple device tokens. Push notifications are available, valuable, blah, 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 blah. So, we're going to hit stop, then we're going to hit play. And we're going to see if it crashes, which it does. Okay, so this gets replaced with UI application main. Then what's the next error? Cannot find badge in scope. Is it .sound.badge? Is that what's going on here? Yep. .sound.badge. Okay. UI application. Shared register for remote notifications register. There's no member register for. It's probably a capital F. Yep, that's going to be part of it. No error. No errors listed. Try again. Installing to the phone. Do 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 do. Hello World would like to send you notifications. Hey, that's awesome. We're going to allow it. Okay, so if we go back over here. Make this bigger. I was expecting it to show up here, but it did not. It never did. To register, implement the method within your app delegate. We did that. So why didn't it? Curious. So how do we... Okay, well, I got it far enough where it asked for permissions, so that was progress. Go ahead, Cassandra. Let's see if Spyro is done updating. Seriously? It's still showing 35 minutes remaining. Here, I won't even lie about it. Like, I'll put it on the screen for you. If I can get this thing to reset. That's weird. Deactivate. Activate. There's clearly a picture on the screen. These AverMedia things are a little too sensitive about how they decide to operate. See, 34 minutes remaining. What are we coding Apple for? Well, it keeps changing, Cassandra. Part of it is just learning. I've been having fun just seeing what I can make the iPhone do. You had PIRA found a different way to get the updates, and Nintendo wonders why people have problems with them. I mean, yeah. What is Pyra, though? Now I gotta Google Pyra. I don't even know what that is. Oh, never mind. I know what it is. I didn't even have to Google it. You were not finishing the word. Yeah. Yep. You know, I'll tell a story about that today. We might go back to the Apple stuff if I can find another tutorial on push notifications. We'll see while I'm chatting here because it's still downloading, and now I have to change all the cables back again. What I was gonna say is I got an email, and I want to make clear because there are some interesting little copyright caveats. But generally speaking, schools have, particularly teachers, have a exemption in copyright law when it comes to using pretty much any material to teach in the classroom. At least that's how it has been explained to me. I don't think there's anybody in their right mind in the copyright world that would ever go after a teacher for teaching their stuff, that kind of thing. So copyright gets treated a little bit funny within the schools. But we still try to do everything above board, like buying a copy of videos or whatever, that kind of thing. So, we might have... Well, we generally have a copy of everything. And today, I got an email saying, do we have a copy of The Sound of Music? And I was like, no, I don't think we do, but give me a minute. And... because I was like, maybe I can go find... part of me, what was going on in my brain is I thought maybe my parents had a copy of it, and the teacher could borrow it for a day or whatnot. And I was like, my first thought, though, in that exact moment, after thinking about whether or not I check my houses... In fact, I asked Alex Gieg if her mom had it by chance, because I knew I had seen it somewhere. But then I was like, you know what I haven't done in a really long time? I haven't pirated anything. Like, I was trying to think, like, what websites I use to even find this stuff anymore. Like, I don't do it. I have no, which is probably a good thing. And then I think back to, like, when I was a kid in high school and I had no money and all of that, and I pirated everything. But here's where it got even more fun. So I was like, you know what? I'm just going to type The Sound of Music into Google and see what comes up. And I'm not seeing it now in my search results here, so I must have typed something else in. But I ended up, and for those of you that might be interested in watching this old movie, it turns out that The Sound of Music is available in, like, full high-def quality on archive.org. And I was like, I think the teacher could just go show this. I don't know where we are in the legal side of things with it, but the entire 3 hours of The Sound of Music is 100% available on archive.org. Which got me wondering, how many movies are on archive.org? I have no idea. It's not normally where I search for things, but there's a lot of classics. I mean, I guess that doesn't surprise me. I mean, what does archive, like, Tech, you know more about them probably than anybody here. Like, do they have people policing it? Like, I'm assuming... Actually, I'm going to Google that. Is The Sound of Music... What's the term? Public domain. That's what I wanted to... Oh, interesting. The Sound of Music... Musical composition and lyrics may be in the public domain in the United States, but the copyright status depends on a number of factors. But the movie should be protected until 2055, which makes me wonder how they get away with having it in the archive. And they probably don't know it's there, is my one concern in all of that. It's plain spam. They are requested to via DMCA. Everything else stays up. That's... kind of crazy. Like, how long till, like, I'm guessing they don't push back on DMCA's though. They probably just assume it's legit, because to do anything less would be far too risky with a lot of this content. I don't know. That's weird. Oh, yeah, no, I'm aware. In fact, it's bad enough that we have it blocked at all of our schools. There's no such thing as safe search. What was I looking for? Push notifications. I wasn't looking for Sound of Music again. I've already found the movie. You've downloaded school textbooks. See, now that, out of all the things that, even if it does violate copyright law, out of all the things that I think makes me mad is the price of a textbook. Because, like, you shouldn't have to be paying, $500 a semester for books in college. Like, there's no reason. Especially since half the time you're probably not going to open the books because the professors don't teach from them anyway. And then the other half of the time where they do use them, you're only going to use them for that semester, and then you have no purpose. And even the used versions sell for way more than they should. Like, it's like, I don't know, false scarcity? I have no idea why the market has allowed college textbooks to be the way the market is. It's a monopoly. It's the fact that class has to use that book allows the publisher to charge whatever they want. If I was a professor in protest, I would absolutely pick books that were free. If I could. Push notifications, make sure to regenerate. Create and download an auth token or certificate to send push notifications. Iterable has... Oh, Iterable is the name of the company in this case. I don't want that. Can't find push notifications. I just want to send my own, like, first push notification, as silly as that is. Did all of this. Bear with me, everybody. I have a feeling we're not going to be doing Spyro, but we'll see. Okay, so my brain just went completely bleh. I'm going to show you guys why. So I'm skimming this article, right? And I'm not very I've run into this website before, but I'm skimming this article, you know, adding capabilities. I'm like, I've already done that. Scroll past here, get down to here, and then I start trying to read the headlines, and it reads like that, and I'm like, what? And I look at this, and I'm like, did I change languages? Like, it just went, ugh. And then I found one of these things that said, heads up, you're accessing parts of content for free, with some sections showed as text. I gotta admit, I appreciate how they have decided to encode their content. It's just... and it alternates, right? Because then you get here, there's a type of authorization that you might need to request depending on blah 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 blah. It's just funny what is encoded and what isn't. And it's enough to just mess with my head. I know, it's slowly ticking down. Slowly. It's a very slow stream tonight, you guys. My bad. Tomorrow's Friday, though, so that's guaranteed to be fast. Fast Friday, they say. And then Saturday, and I don't know, that'll be community game night. And then Sunday and Monday. Monday's stream will be early next week because I have a flight. But Sunday and Monday will either be Spyro based on the way things are going, or it will be some form of last-second Disney stuff preparation. We'll see where we're at. If stuff comes in the mail, it'll be Disney prep. If stuff doesn't come in the mail, all bets are off. I feel like I have to have a certificate set up, but now we need to request permission from the user. We can use the request. We did that. Register. We will call this in the apps app delegate registering device for remote. I mean, we did that. Once you have registered your application's notifications, you need to obtain the device token. This identifies the user device so you can send notifications from your server later, except I don't want to do it with that. to send it to your server so it can be stored with the user. Without the device token, you won't be able to send notifications. JSON data. So the payload will be a JSON file, which is good. Title and body. So the stuff from that dashboard probably won't do us all that much good. Yeah, it might be done by Monday. Watch this. It'll get to like 1 minute remaining, and then it'll be like, SD card is full. just to mess with me. It's exactly what will happen. Blip. I mean, is there something else I can work on while we're waiting? I don't really want to pull the Mac back out. So we can manually curl, but we need the keys to do it. I'm going to bookmark that article because that one actually... Where'd it go? Don't tell me I lost the good article. Where'd the good article go? It had curl commands and everything. Yeah, this one. Okay. Bookmark that. Done. I know you guys can't see it, but here, this was bugfender.com/blog/iOS push notifications. I think they have a pretty good idea of the normal process. But what I'm looking for now is specifically broadcast notifications. Enable broadcast, select APNs. Confirm your choice, save. Once you delete the capability, APN deletes all channels and broadcasts. So yeah, examine, how do I make a channel? Sending channel manage. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna read this one together. Desktop. Make the font bigger. Use channels to reach large number of people with live activities to send updates to with a live activity for an event such as a sports game using broadcast. Associate your event with a channel identified by creating a unique channel ID. Store the association for each live event with a unique channel ID and then share the channel ID with the devices. Devices use this channel identifier to subscribe to push notifications for each live activity event. And subscribe to receive updates on channels using ActivityKit. For more information on ActivityKit to subscribe for updates on a channel, refer to starting and updating live activities with ActivityKit push notifications. So maybe this isn't the right way to do this. The figure below describes how your server communicates with Apple. So, server creates a channel, sends it to the Apple service. They send back a channel ID. Server then sends that channel ID to the app, and the app is used by that. Life cycles of a channel ID and live activity on the devices are independent. Specifically, a channel ID exists even if there are no active subscribers, or all subscribers remove the live activity. In order to support several simultaneous events, you can maintain up to 10,000 channels for your app in the development and production environment. That's a lot of channels. Once the live activity event is complete and you no longer plan to use the channel for any subsequent updates, delete the channel to avoid going over your allocated limit. Is there any reason why you couldn't just have one channel and keep it forever? Channel stores deferred messages for offline. There are 2 available options: no message storage or most recent message stored. Okay. Yeah, so I think broadcast is definitely the way I want to play around with this. Okay, so let's go back to reading up on the watch a little bit. Watch app development. We should do a hello world for the watch. Do. App. I'm kind of thinking that if the watch, no web sockets on Xcode on Apple Watch. Let's just see what that's talking about. Well, technically, you can't directly access a WebSocket object in the traditional sense on Apple Watch within Xcode. You can achieve WebSocket functionality by using URL session WebSocket task provided by Apple's networking framework, allowing you to establish and manage a WebSocket connection on your Watch app. Most often, your Apple Watch app will communicate with a WebSocket server through its paired iPhone companion, which can then relay the data to the watch using WatchKit messaging. So that's what we would probably want. We'd want the app on the iPhone to get the Twitch chat messages and then relay it to the watch. So it's a little bit involved. And I'm sure it'll drain the battery like crazy. Mm-hmm. Do. It seems so much more difficult than it was to just make our own beta ban. But making our own beta ban was fun. What else do I want to get done before we go to Disney? I can't do the sticker project, at least not in any meaningful way. Can't do... Well, the app project probably isn't... well, we can... that's on the Mac, though, and I don't want to get the Mac out again. I'm being lazy tonight. Oh, let's fire up Satisfactory to kill some time. Because I had fun with that last night, even though we weren't really playing the game. It'll just give us something to do while we wait for Spyro to figure out what it's trying to do. Game screen. Go. Let's see. End of day 43 is where we were. Okay, so we got 2 left to complete. This one looks like it's going to be a pain. You have to walk around the entire map. Get every sphere. But I guess we could do it. This one we could... make some progress on. We really wanted. Let's try to get explosive rebar. Shouldn't be too bad. Also, we should shut the chainsaw off. Except we can't. What else should we talk about tonight? Was there any video game news today? Anything, I don't know, any developments out there in the world? I didn't pay much attention to anything. Okay, we got what we needed there. So then we need smokeless powder, which I don't remember where that's actually made. Let's look it up. Smokeless powder. Made in a refinery with these two things. I feel like that might be where we were hanging out last night. Let's go see if we've got smokeless powder over there. Do. Okay, I feel like this building right here might be making what we need. Ah, I'm not entirely wrong. Except it's not making... It's not making black powder. Assembler or an equipment workshop. So let's try to make black powder just to see what it would take to do over here. Ba-dum-bum-bum. Coal and sulfur. We've got the coal over here. Maybe. Not a whole lot of it, though. It's compacted coal. Wait. Coal. It has coal and compacted coal? Petroleum coke. Whatever. So that's not coal. Not that it matters, but... Nothing. So we could fly the black powder over here, or we could bring it manually like we just did. Let's go see if we can find the black powder. It's probably over with our sulfur. Doo-doo-doo. It's been a long time, though. Water. With low graphics. Do 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 do. Wonder what graphics setting I would need to change to make that water look normal. Worry about it later. Detecting a Mercer sphere. Oh, there's a spot. Too long. A little depressing. There we go. The best way to fly. Power poles. Just gotta cover the whole map with them. Okay, so I had assumed it was up here. It was probably a bad assumption, but Where are you at, Mercer Sphere? I hear you. Oh, you're right there. Look at all that spaghetti. Like how basically nothing is moving anymore. It's generated all it can. It's not entirely accurate, but... drones are just parked. Just chilling. We're in range of a Mercer sphere. Go get it. I really don't understand, given how easy it is to find with the scanner thingy. Oh, it's right there. I'm also not convinced that they didn't add more to the game, but... But like, the first time we played this on stream, like, we couldn't find a Mercer sphere to save our lives. Let alone one of the S thingies. Let's see, we got some text messages. What's the text messages all about? Do 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 do. Let's see, there's sulfur. Oh, I think that's our black powder too. What is this one? This is Noblisk. Good to know. We got plenty of black powder. Take a stack of that. Don't really want to waste snow. Tree branches, I guess. Ooh, that wasn't what I wanted to pick up, though. Okay, good enough for now. Let's walk it back again. A lot of back and forth walking. Scanner picking some stuff up. Got another sphere to find. I feel like I should be able to see it. Oh, Spyro finished. Should we switch to Spyro? We'll get this Mercer Sphere, and then we'll switch to Spyro. The much promised Spyro. Board Game Arena. It's my turn in one of the games. All of the games. And why is my caps lock always backwards? End of day 44. Save. Your game was saved. Exit to desktop. Boom. You've let them go. Look, wait, what? Huh? Do 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 do. I mean, I could communicate that, but I don't see that that's gonna help. Let's do this. And then, yeah, sorry, you can't see what I'm doing yet. I'm getting to Spyro. Da, da, da. Oh. Yeah, or, you know, take the penalty. It's not that big of a deal when it's just among friends. There's the switch. Switch the game. We'll get 20 minutes into Spyro just to see how this goes. I don't know which Spyro I'm technically playing though. Spyro. Done. I would argue that that piece of information doesn't do anybody any good. I mean, unless I'm missing something. Because Here, I'll go back to the game. Well, no, because I don't want you to see my cards. There's only one person we need. Yeah, but we know nothing about the greens he has. So, I mean, unless you're going to roll the dice, which, I mean, if you want, I'll communicate it, but I don't know how that information. Yeah, okay, that's fair. Because it has to be our highest card. I see what you're saying. Yeah, if we both do it. I think you're going to find, though, that that's not what's going to happen. Okay, Spyro. Let's go. Did I change the game? I keep getting myself sidetracked. There we go. Yeah, we're good. This is a really good game so far. A load time. Hello? There we go. Do we not have sound? There we go. Activision. Toys for Bob. I don't know who that is. But apparently he has toys. Or he needs toys. One of the two. We either need to find a way to slough it off. Yeah. One way or another, we got to get it to Mike. I do agree with that. Burn down some colors. I am English. Inglés. A lot of information right there. Important notice for residents in North America only. This agreement is subject to binding arbitration. Whew. That binding arbitration. If I decline it, what's going to happen? They literally make you click through this entire thing before you can play the games? Unfortunately, as of September 1st, 2015, we no longer offer Activision accounts to Russian-based consumers. Okay, well, that has to be the most restrictive Nintendo game I've ever played. I kind of want to play them backwards. I'm not going to, but I kind of want to. That would save time as opposed to having to go through the log and look at each one. In the world of dragons, there are load times. Because this is a CD. Except it's not. It's simulated load times.
Okay, rolling.
It's been peaceful here in the 5 worlds. Or is it 6? For a dragon's age. We now have 12,000 treasure. Or is it 14,000?
What about this Ganasty Ganok character? Now, I understand he's found a magic spell to turn gems into warriors for his cause.
I'll take that question. Nasty Nork is a simple creature.
Simple?
He has been contained in a remote world and is no threat to the Dragon Kingdom.
Imagination rhymes with devastation?
He is ugly.
Ugly? That does it!
Okay, I'm liking this game already. It's got cutscenes.
Huh? Looks like I've got some things to do.
This is the first one, right? The adventure begins. Okay, okay. He jumps, he dives. He jumps, he dives. He circles, he spits fire. He collects crystals. He has camera controls. Can he jump on people? No. I'm learning. I like games that just let you learn by running around. Do. What's this button do? Oh, he can barrel roll. Do a barrel roll. Do. He's a little fast. I kind of. Is there a way to lock?
Where's Nasty Nork? I'll torch him.
Keep your horns on, Spyro. You have much to learn first.
Of course
Do
I
you know what the dragonfly following you is doing?
Yes, he's following me.
His name is Sparks, and he's helping and protecting you. Keep an eye on him and see what I mean.
I mean, I don't know if he's actually helping and protecting me, but sure. What's this button do? Oh, there we go. I found a button that the camera will follow me. Yay. What's this button do? Can I just make that permanent? So I don't have to keep holding the button? Let's find out. Options. Controls. No. Camera. Camera... Active? Active. Sure. Motion blur, off. Let's try that out now. I feel like that... Wait. Am I still holding the button? Yes, I am. If I hold this button... Wait. What is it doing camera-wise now? Yeah, I don't know. I feel like there's another option that I'm not seeing. Eh, whatever. I guess we go in here. I don't know why, I just picked one. Hey Charles, how's it going? Leg. Have you played this game, Charles? I'm doing pretty good. We did a little Apple Dev. Now that I have my Apple developer license, I was trying to figure out if I could do push notifications, and I think I can. I just have to learn a little bit more about some certificates. We were waiting for Spyro to download its app updates, or as the game may have made it sound, the entire game, because, I don't know, it was silly. Do. I really don't know what I'm supposed to be doing other than running around and shooting things. Rescued Astor.
After you've freed all the dragons, pass through this fancy vortex thingamajigger. It'll take you back to the artisan home. But first, let me tell you a story.
I like stories.
See ya.
Wait, what? I wanted a story. Spyro ruined it for me. Oh, she just replays the dragons. This feels like an Overwatch level. I don't know why. Mr. Wizard. The pace of this game is a little faster than I would have thought it would have been, too. Like, just in terms of how fast Spyro's moving. He's definitely faster than Banjo. I feel like I should figure out what that noise is, but... eh. Do-do-do. It goes even faster when I do that. Rescued Lindar.
When you free a dragon or step on one of their platforms, you're saving your progress. That could be useful if you run into trouble. Not that you ever run into trouble, Spyro.
What makes Spyro special? That's what I want to know. Why is Spyro so small? Because Spyro's young? Is Spyro a baby dragon? Is Spyro royalty? A troublemaker? Born to do great things? I don't know, did I find all the dragons? How do I find out? I'll jump in here and find out. He's purple? I mean, that could be why he's special. Load screens where the object still renders. I wonder if they never take Spyro out of memory. He's just constantly there, ready to go, even on the loading screen. Really surprised at how glitchy it is, though. Wait, there are things to get in the loading screen? Bank or left, bank right. Do a barrel roll. I don't get it. How come he can fly there, but he doesn't fly on my screen? I don't entirely understand the level structure of this game. Uh-oh. Oh, I can fly. I just can't fly up. Do. Technically, I haven't figured out how to beat him yet. That worked. Hit him in the knees with fire. Apparently. To like rescue a dragon in every level? Is that the whole point?
Spyro, want to know a secret? Use the action button when you want to zoom in and look around.
Oh, your secret's safe with me.
Wasn't a very good secret. Got our key. It's probably for that big chest we saw earlier. Spyro can't swim? Maybe? Our firebug turned blue. Not really sure why. I want to play with the D-pad. Don't really want to, but I can. You're basically correct. The game teleports Spyro around a huge map with all the levels in one place. It's almost completely seamless in how the game loads internally. Huh. It's an interesting way to implement it. I like it though. I think we got a key to that chest, so let's see what that is supposed to be. Bum-ba-bum. I mean, I'd say it was worth it, but I have no idea what these gems are for either.
Oh, it's you. I wasn't sure if you'd escaped those annoying little creatures. Of course they wouldn't bother me, but here's a hint. Their metal armor is fireproof, but a charge attack will take care of them.
Good to know. So So, like, is there... Oh, so there is a number there. 17 and 2 out of 3. So there's one more dragon in this level. Okay, so I kind of have some idea of what I'm doing now. We went that way already. Oh, there's a dragon. Do. I don't know if I want to go to the lengths of 100%ing everything though.
Big enemies like this.
Is that kind of the point of this game?
Cannot be charged, but a quick flame, that should defeat them.
All dragons found. It's like now I'm missing 6. Now I feel bad if I leave. Frogs do not seem to be the source. Do. Can I go in the water? Nope. Well, they're probably somewhere I wouldn't think to look, so we'll return home for now and see where it takes us. Doesn't feel like where I started. It's a dragon.
Hey, Spyro, press the jump button twice to glide. And don't be afraid.
Afraid? Of what?
Falling from high mountain peaks? Plummeting into prehistoric glaciers?
Oh, that.
Okay. I won't be afraid. He's on fire! Run button and me are not getting along. Okay, so that doesn't seem to work all that well. Oh, he did drop more that time. Curious. Elevator going up. Do 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 do. There's a treasure chest up there too. Oh, there's a dragon.
Thank you for releasing me, Spyro.
You're welcome.
Free 10 dragons in the artisan world, then find the balloonist. He'll transport you to the next world.
Oh, well, that explains something.
What about Nasty Nork? I'm going after him.
Find dragons first. That's all I can tell you.
Because otherwise, this would be too easy of a game. Still didn't clear that jump. I'm gonna make this jump, one way or another. Shouldn't be having this much trouble. Gosh. Do we have to do it from up there? Just okay, we'll go to the top one. Try that. They're like a... his wings are too small, that's the problem. Some master control I just can't figure out. It's probably like a double jump. Gosh, it wasn't even that hard. Making things harder than it needs to be. Okay, so one of these doors I didn't go in yet. This one maybe? There's the balloon dude. Go in here. There we go. There's our missing dragon. It opened a door.
Cool flash. Do that again.
The artisan's boss is through a portal behind me. You can challenge him now.
If you feel you are ready.
So that's a boss fight? I haven't really seen how I take damage. Is that the dragonfly? He's my health? Hey, we got all 100. Yay for me. Hello. Oh, that looked like damage. Ow. So, dragonfly turned green. Plan there didn't work out all that well. Oh, am I dead? I died. So you do die. Then what happens? Game over? So the level resets with everybody. So blue, it goes yellow. Oh, I'm not very good at this. Now that the bad guys can actually hurt me. Now I'm getting these extra things to get lives, I assume? Also, where's my dragonfly? Is that how I know I'm about to die? I have no dragonfly? Oh, I'm dead again. Is that not my charge attack? Did I mix up my attacks in my head? So now I'm on 6 lives, right? Ah, I gotta stop doing that attack. I hit you. I hit you again. I have not figured out how to recharge the dragonfly, though. Let's just skip this. That apparently isn't a choice either. Do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do-do. Ow. I win!
Nasty Nork has put one of his most devious henchmen in charge of the artisan world.
Bring him on! I think I smell a barbecue.
Be careful, Spyro. Toasty has many tricks up his sleeve.
Well, that's a real bad guy. Oh. Okay, I have a new plan. Bypass the doggies. Man, they're faster than I remember them being. I need to come up with some way to actually fight these guys. This level is hard? Oh. Well, see, now I feel better about it. I thought I was just bad. Hey, we got a life back. Okay. I'm just gonna take my time. You just gotta be patient with it. Burn the sheep. I feel like I should go back and now fight everything else that I didn't fight. Eh. We got our dragon. Oh, tomorrow is Friday. In case you didn't know already. So now we have 10. So now we go back over here. This will probably be the last thing I do tonight. I just want to see what it looks like when you move between levels. Wow, I see you've been busy.
You may travel to the Peacekeeper. Are you ready to go?
So like really big worlds is what they are. Do. I have nothing on my calendar for tomorrow. Well, sometimes we don't want to burn our tokens, or we don't know what to communicate. So, like, maybe I'll just use this as an example. Maybe he doesn't have any greens, and we have no way of knowing that. He also hasn't played since you requested that.
Welcome to Peacekeepers. Look how our treasure has been stolen and turned against us. Please, recover our treasure, Spyro.
Collect treasure. Got it.
Oh, has he played since? Okay. This is where I'm going to pause. There's an egg on this level, and I didn't listen to what he just said. So if I look at the guidebook... Okay, so this is where I can go to see my progress. So we did 10% of the game in 26 minutes. That, on one hand, doesn't bode well for the length of this game, but I'm guessing it gets harder. And if your goal is to 100% it, you're in a different thing. Okay. Cool. Well, we might play this a little bit before we go to Disney. In fact, maybe I'll take this game to Disney just in case I have to actually, do I need to bring I do need to bring the Switch to Disney. Cuz we'll be down there on a Friday. Unless I don't stream Fast Friday. I'll have to think about that. I mean, it's nice to have the Switch anyway, because then I can play Balatro on the airplane, because nothing kills time like a game of Balatro. You can lose an hour to a single game of Balatro and never know where it went. It was a PlayStation 1 game, yes. But this is Spyro Reignited, which has the whole trilogy for the Switch. So. But yeah. Matt's left the 7 green. Oh, well, there we go. So, yeah. So we know where the 7 and the 8 is. We don't know if he has the 9, though. Sloughing doesn't tell us that, so it doesn't help with that. Information. Although he could have sloughed the 9. Wait, what? Matt? Am I confusing Matt? What? I mean, yes. Yes, he should have. Although, I would argue that if he sloughed the 9 now, while it would still be a good idea to get it done, because it increases the odds of likelihood, you still don't have enough information to ever play it safely until... Actually, you're never going to have it. In the situation we are in, if he still has the 9, you're never going to have the information to play it safely. Literally, you will never have it. There's my table talk for you. So, in any case, we'll go right into Weasel Plays. I assume he's live. We'll be back tomorrow for some Fast Friday. We'll see what that brings. Yeah, that's information's too complicated. We'll have to see where that... We just got to find a way to find out that the 9 is over there. But in any case, yeah. We'll just go with stay healthy, stay safe. If you're traveling, travel safe. We'll be back tomorrow for Fast Friday. A little bit... No, it should be right on time because I don't have board game night tomorrow. And we should be doing all the normal stuff. So with that, see ya.